working? Why is that? Why is that happening? We'll see. We'll see if it works. Can you guys? I'm Zen. You're you. It needs to really comprehend this idea that liberals and conservative people with liberal ideas and conservative ideas, perfectly fine. People that are very outlandish and extremist with what they believe are perfectly fine. The worst kind of people are moderate people. It tells you in the Bible that either be hot or cold, or I will spit you out. This is what God says. Be hot or cold, believe in something. But moderate people, you cause the most problems. People that go, but I can understand what they're saying. And understand. Yeah, look at. You could take this path to understand one person's idea and another person's, and go, okay, we can find a common ground. That's fine. But always be moderate about what you think, because you don't want to rock. You are people that don't want to rock the boat, and thereby not rocking the boat, you're gonna just stay on that boat with everybody else and go to Slave Island. You know what I mean? You're gonna go, well, don't piss anybody off, don't upset anyone, and you think you're helping things, like, oh, don't rock the boat. I want the moderate people. I want to punch you in your whole facial region with. I want to hire a gorilla, if they would let me pay them, or I could just make friends with the gorilla, and I want them to repeatedly punch moderates in the face. It's like moderators and moderate and people that just stay there in the middle, and just because they acquiesce to anything, and thereby doing that acquiesce to the dehumanization of everyone else. They would rather just stand there on the side and go, don't get involved. But then, if they're getting pummeled, and if their children are, and their family, they'll like, why isn't anybody helping? Yet those are not the motherfuckers who will stand up for themselves. They won't say what they believe, and it's just very fucking apparent at this point that people are so full of shit that they amount to, in my eyes, there's three types of people at this point. People that are paid to be pieces of shit, liars, and weak people. And then the fourth type is gods and goddesses. You know, these fucking people. And when we come around and say something they don't like, that they're not okay with, they get very antsy and dismissive. They don't like powerful people because they're inadequate. It would seem at first glance that people that are moderate are okay. Well, I get it. Let's not cause any harm. Cause no harm. That's a Hippocratic oath. Except for hypocrites are hypocrites. Hypocrites. That's why the medical establishment is full of hypocrites that cause harm every day, because everything they sell is pharmakia products. And pharmakia means poison. A pharmaceutical is a fucking poison. You foolish, naive, just taint-sniffing retards. Yes, I will say this 1,000 times over. And if you think otherwise, you are the enemy to health and the enemy of humanity. If you have a doctor in front of your name because you think you're titled to be that smart, you're not. You're a dumb idiot. You're a controlled pile of fucking mess. A POS, a POM, a pom-pom waving idiot. All your white fences and your cool car that you got, and you know, going to Stanford and Harvard, you are the enemy of goodness, of health and well-being. I promise you that. And then when someone wildly intelligent, this motherfucker right here, that You, how the fuck do you think I got to 42 years old? Right? By being not wise, by not knowing the legends. To not understanding ancestral knowledge. To not knowing what fucking air is or water. Y'all think you know what water is, and you still are trying to drink shit that isn't water. You still think water is hydrogen and oxygen. It is not. Water is water. That's why it's called an elemental. It's one singular element. Go back to elementary school. Oh, they didn't teach you that. I apologize. I didn't have anything to do with that. I would have helped. Elemental understanding is the basics, the fundamental things that you need to know. Air, you breathe it, there it is. You might call it ether or ether or something. You might consider it that, plasmic, blah blah blah. We could play around with that. Water is still liquid. It's a liquid substance that we can turn to solid and we can turn to a gas. Sure, it's still fucking water. Fire is something that transmutes forces. Earth is a physical object that you can mold things with. So people can't even understand the most four fundamental basic things. They don't even know how English works. You think you know what a word is, yet you don't even know what every letter means? As I'm telling you word, there is W-O-R-N-D, and you can't tell me what a W means, and an O means, and an R means, and this isn't your fault. But we have people that are sitting out there speaking these spells and casting them upon us, and we don't even recognize that the essence of every vowel and consonant that is being uttered has a frequency, is a modulation that is causing discord in reality, because they don't even know what. Holy shit. The number one has value. There's one thing. Number two has value. There's two things. The letter A has value. What is A? Oh, you just think it looks like that. It's a fucking hieroglyph. Like it's a symbol that means more than you could possibly know. And we have idiots on the idiot box speaking to us as if they even know what they're saying. And I try to explain this precisely, concisely, essentially to help people. And people look at me like I'm doing harm, when I've signed no contracts or waivers or anything. I'm a being that causes health and health and wealth to people, because why wouldn't I? I want to see people succeed. I make no money by you being unhealthy, but I guarantee the lie is health care. No, it's sickness care. They only have a business to run if you're unhealthy. If you think these fucking people, these piles of fucking rat shit, you think they're there for your health. If someone says to me, I'm going to go talk to my doctor, I know that person's a fucking idiot. And they're going to tell me that I'm wrong. And I'm like, they're like, oh, I did an AMA on Reddit fucking 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Maybe even farther than that. I don't know fucking know. It was about doing a water fast. And all I had was over and over people on Reddit calling me a liar. There's no way I did that. I'd have lost more weight. Did I have a problem? There was no. They couldn't comprehend that a human being is smarter and healthier than them by just consuming distilled water. And I've had conversations about distilled water with people. They say, no, you need to put more. You need to put this stuff that you got to put in the water. I'm like, water's water, right? It's just water. What do I got to put in there? There's elements that go in there. No, there's not. No, water is clean. It's pure. It's essential. It actually removes salt, so you got to put more salt in there. No, salt is salt is Saturnian. Saturn means death. And I'm good with Saturn. I'm good with Satan, and I'm good with the idea of what the scythe, the skith, the scythe, the sickle. It's a function of reality. But to think that you need to continually put salts into water is the dumbest thing I ever heard. Here's why, and you can prove it to yourself, and I'll prove it to you right now. You think you're intelligent. Go ahead. Go to the ocean and drink water. Do you not live near the ocean? How would you get that? Do you not live near the Himalayas so you can have your Himalayan sea salt? Wait, the Himalayas is mountains, not a fucking sea, you dumb dick. You dumb fucking moron. Himalayan sea salt, it's a fucking mountain. It's not from the sea. And even if it was, you have to know without question that if you drank salt water, it would kill you. This is why they say when you go out on a fucking journey in a boat, you need to have clean water. You can't drink salt water. But yet these same dumb motherfuckers, that's right, you motherfucking dumb as shit. These same dumb motherfuckers will tell you, clean the water, distill it, and then grind some fucking inorganic salt into there. Because that will make you healthy. Then go off to the ocean. You go to the ocean in your boat and drink the salt water from the sea and tell me if you ever come back from that journey. 40 days on salt water, you'll be dead after 5 days, my guy. I can do 40 days on distilled water, and I have. Tell me I'm lying. I will fucking headbutt you in the face. I will destroy everything you fucking think you know because you know shit. I swear, people really in this world. Here's the point in time we're at. I can't handle it no more. People are unanimously fucking dumb. Dumb is an understatement for the level of coherence that these people have, of even producing anything healthy and helpful to people. These people are so fucking retarded. Retardation is a big thing these days. Do you know I drink? I drink just so I can feel at least as dumb as everyone else that I walk by. Because these people that you just walk by on a regular basis, their brains somehow don't function. And I literally, because I'm an empath, I want to know what it feels like. So I was like, well, alcohol doesn't work. Weed doesn't work. LSD, mushrooms, all of the shit doesn't work. It doesn't make me that dumb. I've never understood how you could be so completely encumbered with idiocy and stupidity and ridiculousness that sometimes when people talk, I'm like, do you hear yourself speaking? Like, if there was a third party listening to this conversation, to them, because of the agitation and aggression in my voice, they would think that I'm getting a little excited. But I'm like, how does that not bother you that they're just going to continually harm society? And me being loud or abrupt, it equals abusive, except for everything they do and everything they stand for is to abuse you. They hurt you, they hurt your family, they hurt your friends. This is all they do. And they believe in it. They think that a Tesla is a healthy car. It's helping the planet. Righto, fucking bucko. They think that vegan is the way to diet. Oh, the cluelessness. So woke. Woke folk, motherfucker, you so woke. It's just it is eating away at my constitution of a being that I have to once in a while I just say, these fucking people. And I don't know why people are so not capable of just saying to someone that is being, they have there's an what was it, what do they call it, like indignation, is that the right word, indignation? They're so fucking faulty and wrong and horrid as people. It's just very obvious. If I'm sitting there trying to give someone an orange and some distilled water, and they're like, "No, you need Gatorade," and they're thinking I'm being wrong, I'm like, the orange came from a tree. There's a seed, and it's actually filled with all these good things. Well, we don't give them the sugar. Sugar is no good, despite the fact that your entire body works on uh, gl- glucose, which is sugar, which is glycogen, sits in your. No, nobody gets this. Did you read that story yet? No, because all the food that's grown in the trees by nature that are just shining and they're delicious are fruits with glucose, and they're like, no, we need salt. Where's this fucking salt at that you're talking about? You fucking morons. Is this right? Is this chilling your fucking soul? Let your friends and family and your aunts and grandfathers listen to this shit. When they give you shit for knowing a higher order and value, fuck them. Because all they've been doing is hurting people. You cannot respect old people. Respect the elders, but not the old people. These old fucks have been continually lying to you, and they don't even know they're lying. I have compassion for them, but I'm not listening to your bullshit, and I'm not going to take it. You have to accept it. I watched a video here. I'm going to give you an idea. And I'm going to need you to, for yourself, understand what I'm saying. There was a dude in a wheelchair going down a sidewalk in a city. And there was a ladder that somebody was on top of. And the ladder was maybe a little misplaced on the sidewalk. But he had work to do. Like, it wasn't like, But the person on the wheelchair could have gone around it. But you know what he did? He grabbed the ladder, shook it, and pulled it. And the guy fell off the fucking ladder and landed on the street. What are the chances that if the dude I probably broke his arm and it might have broke his spine, but if he didn't, the chances of a dude in a wheelchair, do you beat his ass with the wheelchair? Do you find an axe and chop his head off? I'm asking because that is not okay. Like, this is literally, we have a bunch of people that are in wheelchairs consciously giving people that are intelligent shit for trying to help. I don't know what humanness is anymore. Like inhumane. People think I'm aggressive because I talk like this all the time to anyone. And because that's abusive and aggressive. Yet, it's the most humane thing I could do because I'm not insisting and telling people to go and stab themselves with needles that have fucking bullshit in them. I drink some alcohol, but do I suggest you do it? No. I mean, think about what it is. It might work with you. I would suggest you eat fruits and vegetables. Do I eat meat? Yes. Is there a reason to? Perhaps sometimes. But am I telling anybody? No. But these motherfucking people think they know better. I know that I know better. But I still don't, I don't force it on people. And they swear that it's okay for them to be abusive and aggressive at people. But when we respond in turn to their blatant, belligerent bullshit and ignorances that they continually spit at us, and we defend ourselves, we're the wrong ones and we're evil. I know y'all felt it. Fuck them. I'm tired of it. It's not okay. These people are fucking fascists. Go look up the word fascism. That's what they are. I mean, there's no way around that. A lot of people don't like to use that word because it's very precise. I'm just overwhelmed with how I used to think. I said this to a friend of mine earlier today. I said I used to think that maybe 40% of the population was without brain, like just dumb, like retarded. You know, that's okay. I get it. And now I believe that about 70 to 80% of people are completely. They shouldn't talk. They should be opening their ears, not their fucking mouths. Like their ears should be more. You have two ears and one mouth for a reason, so you can listen twice as much as you fucking speak. I cover my ears up because I'm tired of listening to you dumb motherfuckers. I got one mouth and it's big. It's almost as big as my goddamn nose. Cause I can smell you dirty ass fucking freaks. Uh, Hello, welcome. Let me see who's up in here. Um, what's up, Rumpy? What's up? Let's see, Noble. There was a mouse in my house earlier, and I asked him to hang out, but he ran away. I have a bag of duck food in the front, and the mouse was in the duck food. Yeah, he's a nice guy. I think he's a guy. He might be a chick, rat, mouse thingy. I don't know. He was cool though. What up, Yaraku? Aaron Colburn. And the only way that you can use salt water to do a saltwater flush is if it's called the specific gravity. That's how they would term it, and it just means density and buoyancy. So you would need about 3.5%, but it's a flush because that way. Here's what happens with saltwater flush. I don't like using them because if you're off in either direction, your body's going to absorb it. But if it's a specific gravity, it's supposedly supposed to just push things out of your body. And why do you shit afterwards? Because salt is poison. But its specific gravity is weighted towards your blood viscosity. The amount of mineral content in your blood plasma. It's much easier if you really want to flush in the morning. Drink lime water. Drink piss. And if he's telling you to use salt water, he's not a guru. Or I mean, if it's a crystal guy, he's not really that smart. Salt water is no good for anybody. It can work. It's just so far. You have to understand. Think about it. If you don't live near the ocean, where the fuck are you getting this salt from? Locally bioavailable things. We want clean water. We don't drink ocean water. Why the fuck are you gonna drink ocean water? That's the dumbest fuck thing. I guarantee. Find this dude. Ask him. The saltwater flush guy. Ask him. Come fight me. See how good his salt water is gonna do. I'll bust his ass wide open. Because that's just the way I feel about the shit. You can't be. You're not intelligent and you're not strong. You can say all you want about saltwater flush and alkaline water and da da da. To me, that's just dumb shit. Come join me on a fucking water fast. You won't do it because you want to take in toxic salts. That's what they are. What the fuck do you think they're doing? They're poisons. They're inorganical mineral complexes. You can take the salts from the food that we eat, which are organic compounds, because it works in your system. That's how those work because there's a carbon bond with them. Salts don't work. Saltwater flush. That's why it's pushing it out of your fucking body. What's up, Enki? Oh, no, there we go. Yeah. They won't eat tomatoes because it's a nightshade. and they won't eat meat because it's you killed something, but they're happy to put the most toxic thing in their fucking. Yeah, pick one. Pick a drug company that's trying to poison you. Yeah, they're on your side. Oh yeah, hey, Fire Drake. I sent you that earlier. Yo, that dude should have got fucking chin checked. You know what I bet is they took the rest of the video and didn't post it because he probably got wrecked. Although I think the way, look it, if I see someone in a wheelchair pull a fucking ladder and drop someone off a building, I'm gonna have one question. I would just say to the dude in the wheelchair, was there any past problems that you have? Did he fuck your wife? Did you just do that because you're an asshole? That'd be the only question I'd have. I would just be like, all right, maintain for a second. But if you just pull that out because you're just being a dickhead, oh, that dude is going to be. I would have. There would be no charges on me. But I would just be like, they're like, why is this dude in a wheelchair? You beat up a dude in a wheelchair and he's dead. Like, what do you think he would have to do for that to happen? And they'd be like, oh, I think the only dumb thing someone in a wheelchair could do is pull someone off a fucking ladder and break their spine. Yeah, and then like, yeah, that's what happened. So I had to eliminate him from reality because he didn't deserve to live anymore. I think that would be deserving. You know, sure. Oh, he could have easily died. Yeah. Oh yeah, hey, Aaron. Oh, you know the video I'm talking about? Yeah, that dude is. Yeah, the dude that did that, I'm just like, look at everybody has their bad days, right? Everybody has their bad moments, and we can all yell at each other and be fucking rude, and you know, we've all. I mean, I'm sure everybody in this room. I know. Fire Drake has. We've all gotten fisticuffs with people. And sometimes it's our fault, sometimes it's their fault, sometimes it was just due rewards. But to like just pull the ladder out from someone who literally was just doing his job and you just look at him beneath and just destroy his fucking life, like I got a big fucking cause you gotta assume if he's willing to do that, the dude in the wheelchair, if he's willing to do that, do you know how many people's lives he's probably ruined? Now I'm not saying that when he, he's in a wheelchair. So maybe years ago a drunk driver hit him or whatever, and he holds. But the guy on the fucking ladder is not the guy. If you don't like a guy on a ladder because some guy on a ladder was looking in the window when you're having sex with your wife, and then walked in the window when you're done, and banged your wife, and then the next day she got a divorce from you. That's okay. I could understand. Maybe you're a little upset, but I still don't think that would give you correct motivation to pull the ladder out from someone. It's like say you can't really be mad at like the Joe Bidens of the world and these people. And granted, they're all piles of shit, obviously. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna agree with. I'm gonna go real hard right now. I'm probably gonna delete this afterwards, so just eat this shit up. Eat this shit up. This is gonna be golden. I believe. Hold on. Anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Zen. This is my sense of humor. I believe in the New World Order, and I want there to be 500 million people, and I think all of the people that believe in that should be the ones that get pulled off of ladders. I think all of the people that believe someone is beneath them and worse than them, those should be the first to be removed from reality. The what we need here I'm going to give it to you. The military and the police need to come to realization that the people that pay their bills don't like them, and the people they've been paid to protect come on our side. Fuck them, because we can all make this work. This whole reality is very easily functionable. What do you mean, Zen? The house is here. Your house is there. You just don't owe anybody anymore. And then in your backyard, rather than fucking mowing the yard like an idiot every day, you could plant a garden. And there's a garden over there. And we don't have governments literally paying farmers to destroy their crops. So these politicians and these fucking people, that's the enemy. And it's a small number of them. Get rid of them first. They are the problem. Without question. You don't need money. You don't need money in reality. The real world, there's no money involved. I promise you that. So if you are part of the military, if you're part of the police force, firemen, blah, blah, blah. I mean, most firemen are doing it for free anyways. I mean, it's kind of like second tier, kind of like they're like, hey, if something is good. The firemen are, top tier, awesome shit. But if you're a cop or a military person, you have to realize what you're standing for. You're either protecting the assholes that destroy life and put you into servitude and the rest of us into servitude, or you protect the larger proletariat, right? You understand the word proletariat? Like, fuck the bourgeoisie, right? It's a very small amount, and fuck them. They live in the big white tower. Turn the guns the other way. I promise you, it will serve you better in the future. Because I can guarantee you something. I'm around forever. And I'm taking notice on you motherfuckers. So if you ever wake up in a dream that you don't like, because you've been being bullshit and protecting the people that are hurting my friends and my family and me, you're gonna have a bad dream there. This is a short-lived journey. When you think you live 60, 70 years? Do you know how old I am? Foolish. I don't live in the Matrix. I am the Matrix. And there's others of us like this. And we're giving you all the opportunity to make a better decision, which is help. Stop hurting. The fact that everyone that I know has to deal with, like, when you help and heal people, all you deal with every day is people that are broken. And then to know there are people knowingly doing that, and you address that honestly, and everybody else is going, well, why would you feel that? No. They're doctors and teachers. They're there for your benefit. And go, no, you're just misinterpreting what they're doing. No, they're not helping you. They are not on your side. They don't like you. They hate you. They have a disdain for people that are healthy and lovely and wonderful. You know why people don't like me? Because they're confused at why I've not seen a doctor in 20 years. And I'm sitting here drinking a fucking straight ball of vodka to the head. And going, why aren't you unhealthy? Why are you so strong? It's not. Ask the other question. Why are you so dumb and why are you so unhealthy? Don't ask me why I am. I'm very aware of what I can and can't do, and how I can manifest better in my life, whatever it might be. Good foods and stuff like that. But everybody else, don't ask me. Don't ask me why I'm a fucking god. Ask yourself why you aren't. For real. FR, you know? FRAF. For real as fuck, huh? What, is Christopher Lee up in here? Oh yeah, yeah, it was an extension ladder too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what's the what's the answer? Fire Jake. So obviously, I mean, look it. We know why, right? Knowing the why is a good thing to enable you to comprehend someone's motivations. Okay, if you can comprehend someone's motivation, you can quell uh, their indifference to why they think something. Usually, people's egos are based upon a fiat energy and currency, and so their motivation for life is because they don't find their own value. Like, I know I'm beautiful, I know I'm intelligent. There's no dismissing that. You might not like what I look like, and you might think I'm an idiot, but you could go so fuck yourself. You know, you could fully, completely flip it, rewind it, reverse it, whatever you got to do, and go fuck yourself, because it's not gonna matter to me. Because in the long game, I'm wildly intelligent. But these other people, what are they doing? Do they find themselves so they're just so good at everything? How can you help them? Because they're not. It's. I used to play basketball with this cat, right? And he swore he was nice. And I swear that when everybody was on the sideline, like, why is he even playing basketball? Like, he has no clue what he's doing, and he knew that he knew without question that he was good. And it was like, bro, you're not athletic at all. Completely fumbly, jumbly, he missed a pass and blamed it on somebody else. Makes a move, throws it off his jump shot was just trash. His game was garbage. But he, in his mind, in every way, Napoleonic, you know, he knew he was the best. And this, we're surrounded by people that are Napoleonic. Is that complex, right? You know, Napoleonic complex, where like people that are short because of their lack of height. I don't know. I just have never dealt with that, like, personally, because I'm 6'10". I'm a giant. I just they have this, because they're short. They always have to make up for something. It's always that, and they believe they're good at something that they're not. It's always the case. Go ahead. Look around your friends and family. I guarantee people that are shorter than average, they probably in positions of power, and they outwardly display their perceived presence and power. That they would be a failure in the real world. Like, I'm not saying short people aren't strong. I'm not saying short people don't have. I'm just saying that because of society, there's this thing that happens that, generally speaking, there's not a lot of tall people. So let me just use it. 5'10" to 6'2". That's a good height, right? 6'4", 6'5", they don't have to prove anything. 5'7", 5'6", and you're a dude. The only thing you have to do is just try not to look like a fucking little midget. But then I would just say, hey, Barry Sanders was 5'6", and he was one of the greatest things since sliced bread. Now, but what I'm getting at is the mindset of people is small. I don't have a small mindset. You have to think about it this way, that your mind is bigger than this world is. Your mind created this entire world. That you're already fantastic. You already know better. These people they have very minimal states of consciousness, and then they convince everybody else, that they're dumb. I mean, I'll call a motherfucker dumb. I'll call you retarded. I don't care. But if you believe it, that's your problem, not mine. If I say you're a dumb motherfucker to this room right now, if you go, I can't believe you just called me a dumb motherfucker. Well, then it was meant for you, and everybody else would just laugh. They're like, he wasn't talking to me. It's like when you know these people that they get away with this dumb shit where they call everyone like, you're like it's like you're a protege and a prodigy of systemic racism, and you're a racist, and you're and did you just call me a racist? What the fuck are you talking about? Like if you felt that way, it's because you're a racist. If you're small-minded, you're small-minded. Like if I call you a bitch, you a bitch. Unless you're not. It's up to you. You decide. It's not up to me to choose. Like I can use all the words I want. I don't function on alleviating your ignorances. Because your ignorances, while I will coddle you. I'm going to hold you. I'm going to help you. But I'm not going to do that on a regular basis, because you know what I would do? I'd have to walk down the street, like crawl my hands and knees, to say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Everything's been wrong in your life." You look around. Everybody's struggling out here, struggling because they believe in the priestcraft of liars, that are doctors, teachers, and politicians. If you believe in any one of those three things, you are a problem. If you're going to be dismissive and a passive moderate about believing that doctors, politicians, or school teachers are good and that they're doing nothing wrong, you, ma'am, you sir, you whoever you are, you're the problem. You're worse than they are. That's crazy. A doctor might destroy someone's life, but the fact that you just are okay with that, a teacher will always destroy lives, even though I think they're doing something good. They're doing nothing good for humanity, and you believe that, right? Doctors and teachers and come on, and a politician, and now you know what we're working with now. Everyone in the world is saying politicians and pharmaceutical doctors, all the shit. They used to say a year ago or 2 years ago, they're full of shit. I don't believe them. I don't want anything to do with them. Right? And now today, they're going, oh, fucking, yeah, because the politicians and the doctors are on your side now, because they care about your health. Well, they're still putting fucking, what do they put in your water? What do they call that shit? It's actually a rat poison, but you drink it, fluoride. So those people that put fluoride in your water, and still to this day it's allowed to happen, and you are so fucking ignorant, and you're such a fucking cantankerous cunt that you think the people that say, let's just put that in the water, you think they're going to treat your food any better? You think they're going to speak to you with any fucking integrity? You think they're going to love you? Think they're going to help you? The politicians and these fucking doctors are liars. They're paid to be lying pieces of shit. That's why they're paid so much. Because you wouldn't lie that much making $10 an hour. Pay a McDonald's employee $250,000 a year and pay a politician what a McDonald's employee makes. Try it. See what happens. I think the world would change really quickly. Oh, also, I am financially disabled right now. I don't really have a lot of money. So if you want to, because you're entertained, due to me being highly, hilariously, intelligently, amazingly, a giant asshole too, sure. Feel free if you want to, just $1 or $2 or 20 or whatever. If it's if you just came up on it, you came up on that lick, you got that little, you could buy a 20 sack, or you could go and just get that 10 sack and give Zen 10. Go for it. Cash App, PayPal. It's beneath in the box there. That'll be really helpful. Uh, yeah, feel free. Help me out if you can. Or else I'm just gonna be. You realize what kind of trouble I'll be if I have to be homeless. I'm gonna come find every single one of you and ask you why. You can pay for your subscription to Netflix. That's like $10 a month. I'm more entertaining than Netflix is. I know this because people have told me this. Can I get that 10 quid? Now I'm playing with you. If it's you know what though, if it's a nickel, I appreciate it. You know, it's just enough to pay rent and get a bottle of liquor and eat food once in a while. I don't need that much. Yeah, that's proof in the pudding. I all I like is I like a roof over my head so I can keep my cool stuff that's electronic in here. Once in a while, have an indoor spot to sleep, and also thumbs up are great. That's free for everyone here to do. If you'd like to, just go ahead and hit the thumbs up. That way, even though I'm probably gonna just shut this one down because I've said fuck, shit, damn, cocksucker, motherfucker, cunt, way too many times during this video. What's up, Spirit Mo? What are you doing? Hey, Spirit's here. What are you doing? It's good to see you. What's up, Mr. Braintree? What's going on? Uh, Stink like you, man. Yeah, yeah. I'm a stinky motherfucker. I don't, I think it was very, like some people whenever they see my early videos, they're like, oh, he's very zen. Some people I've had to have this argument with somebody recently. They're like, oh, your name's Zen, and I really like your energy. I was like, yeah, you do until you don't, and it's because you don't know what Zen means. Zen means like, I'm good with you until you're not good with goodness. And then if you don't like me responding, like if you poison my plants or poison my children or try to poison my friends, we're gonna have a very literal absolute problem. And you're gonna be like, oh, I thought you were cool. No, I'm cool I'm the coolest. Like I'm so cold I make ice. Yeah. Like I don't know. Like I could turn ice into fire just instantaneously. Like fuck you. Like I have to explain to people like just because I'm cordial and lovely most of the time. But then when you say something dumb, I'm going to have to address your bullshit. If you wear something stupid, I'm gonna say I don't like I can't believe you would even put that on yourself. Who dressed you today? Who taught you how to speak? Hey, Spirit Ball, what'd you say? I'll PayPal you nothing? What are you talking about? But Spirit Ball, what are you doing? Are you the Spirit Ball that I think you are? Are you the one from Cali? Cause I can't really see the name on there, but are you Spirit Ball that I was supposed to meet like 50 times from Cali? Yeah, I know. Yadaku. Hey, yeah, PayPal me nothing. That's fine. Do you want me to read some tarot for you? I got some tarot cards right there. You want me to grab them? See, people always question my credibility on whether or not when I talk about this shit. Yo, it's right there. Watch how quickly it happens. How fucking far am I away from a deck of tarot cards? It's made of fucking gold. People, get your goddamn shit together. I don't play around with this shit. Hold on. Let me see. This is. Let me get this shit together in order. I gotta fix this thing here. Okay, that's good. Cool. Well, hey. Also, for anybody who doesn't know, hi, welcome. This is what I do. It's my show. It's kind of like a university where I've which is strange. Here's what I'm gonna tell you that's strange about my life. I've had people that paid fees to go to university, like paid. I live in New Orleans, so Tulane and all of these great there's a couple great colleges around here, right? And they pay like like a shit storm of money, if that's even the right way to say it. They pay a lot of money to go to these colleges. Let's just say $20,000 a semester. I think so. That's what they pay. Um, and they after they're done learning, they go to the bar across the street and ask me for advice and to lick their. Anyways, they ask me for advice. You know what I mean? Like people that spend. Why are these teachers paid as much as they are with tenure? You know what tenure is, right? It came from like 10 years you work somewhere, but as a tenure means that you once you've been there long enough, you're in the committee. You've gotten you've breached into other realms of paychecks, and it doesn't matter what you do anymore. So the teachers have been tenured, and they go there and spend $20,000 a semester, $40,000 a year to listen to these motherfuckers. But then when they're done doing that, when they really want to learn something, they come and ask me. And I'm wondering why I don't have my fucking paycheck. Pay me. I think if I just did not have relations with them, they might pay me, because I'm not a prostitute, you know. Because as soon as it becomes intergalactic physical relationships, a university. What up, Will John? So what you doing? Oh, Will, thank you for the dollars the other day. It purchased me. Actually, you know what? You purchased me this bottle. To be honest. I see. I've found that when people go and hit a punching bag when they're angry, it teaches them that their anger is exerted through physicality. It's one of the prime 101. I mean, that's probably 201, but it's like you ingest people's emotional, mental anger that's aggress at you, and you go like, I gotta go fucking work out and punch a bag. I don't do that. I've learned that the best way to get rid of anger that you have is in a direct correlated value, which would mean I'm going to deflect. Like if someone yells at me, I'm not gonna punch them. Makes no sense, right? So when people get very angry about what's going on in the world and they go and like work out in the gym, they become violent people, physically violent people. But if someone's emotionally and mentally violent to you, your response is emotionally and mentally. It's not to be a passive, nominal, like, oh yeah, do it, love and light, say anything you want. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. Like, I get it. The best of the world, you just go, fucking brush it off your shoulder, you know. I'm a fucking duck, dude. A duck gang. Water slides off my back. It doesn't bother me really, but here's the idea. Let's try again. Here's the idea. If someone thinks they can get away with that with me, they're going to do it to someone else. And someone else can't handle it the way I can. So if someone does it to me, I'm going to absolutely make sure that they're not going to do that to someone else. Because if you could talk shit to me, it really doesn't bother me. And if it has to turn to fisticuffs, that's going to bother you a lot. Highly trained. These things are on the books. This brain is already, right? But it's not for me. It doesn't. I'm a calm person. I'm so sedated. But I know if you're a dumb piece of shit that's willing to try that game with me, I'm not doing it to protect myself. I'm doing it so you assholes don't do it to everyone else. You know what I'm saying? When people are fucking aggressive to powerful people, and I could probably, I haven't looked at any of the comments there. Fire Drake, I know you know this. When you see it happen, you're like, yo, I tried that with me. It's not because test me now, rule one. It's that these people are so inferior and small, and they've gotten away with bullshit for so long that they will, because of larger people, mentally, physically, emotionally, larger people will always let it slide. Nah, don't whoop his ass. Don't fucking just whatever. Just and then they're as the greatest joke ever was habitual line steppers. Habitual line steppers. Keep stepping in line. Do you know why I know this so well? I am a habitual line stepper. Yes, I am. I have stepped a line with many people, and I've gotten punched in the face, and I'm happy for it. Some of my best friends have punched me in the face. I've also done the same for them. You know, it's like you have to understand these other fuck stains on all of humanity, which are doctors and teachers and all of they need to get verbally incinerated. And if you are as capable as I am of using English language so incessantly perfect, so progressively forthright, with I have no regard. I have disregard for your conscience, your consciousness, the way that you believe the world works. I don't give a fuck. The more people that just go, you can't do that. We have to continue to understand the word no means get the fuck away from what we're doing, because I don't have any children, and I don't want children. You know why? Because I'm too tired of weak people around me, that I'm the only one who's going to stand up and defend myself or people around me. Everybody else is like, someone will say some dumb shit, and then I got to go, oh, that's cool. But yet, you know what I hear 10 days later? Thanks for saying that. I was uncomfortable trying to, but I know I felt wrong, and thank you for doing it. We need more people like that. I'm trying to, like they say, wake motherfuckers up. No, wake the fuck up. These people are coming for your fucking mind, your heart, and your soul. Not that any of you have any fucking testicles left, you testicle laden you lackluster chumps. You gotta light a fire on these motherfuckers' asses. I don't know what to say. I'm just it's just become so it's so disheartening to maybe I am a warrior. Like that's where I came from. To watch people fucking suffer is and no one does anything about it. How the fuck are you so dumb and so weak? Fuck. I mean, tears are not weakness. Why? Why are these people? How does anyone exist and are okay? Like, if you make a mistake, you apologize. If you do something that's filthy, or you're just like if I can't lift up a car and flip it over because someone's stuck underneath it, like there's nothing I can say, right? But if I had an opportunity to help in a way and I don't, like if I could open a door for someone and I don't do it, if I could pick up someone's, and carry their bags for them, and I don't do that, I feel like a fucking asshole. You don't escape that. But I never feel like an asshole because I always pick up your bags for you. I'll open the door for you. You know what I like doing? I want to find that fucking this rancid cunt that doesn't want the door opened by a man because it's like man being man and like, hey, you open the door for me. Arr. I like opening the door for them and then smiling at them and saying, later tonight, you can yell at me all you want, but you know what? You go home with me. Right? This world is fucking so beyond clown. This is why I can say this shit, because it's like there's nothing I can say. The world is so clownish and offensive that there's nothing I could say that could be offensive anymore. I've realized that. I could knock on your door and vomit right in front of it, and it would still be the least oppressive, reprehensive, clownish, ignorant, disparaging bullshit that anyone could do. I could vomit after I knocked on your door when you answered on your front door, and that would be the least of insults that you've had to deal with in the past fucking 2 hours. Oh, spirit boat. Yeah, it's whatever's beneath. That's if you can see my face, it will say me, because like this is that's the oldest account that I have, but it works out because uh I owe her some money, and I still have access to the account. So yeah, if you see my face, TsarXen, and make sure you capitalize the X. That's the red account. Yeah. So yeah, temperament does not equal low frequency. Yeah, 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 yeah. My email is a spirit bow. My email is Theoluminous, Theoluminous. I'll say it again. Theo, which means God, Theo, and luminous means light, Luminous at Gmail. That's me. Yeah, it's. Could you imagine truly being alive? Most people think they're living. Being alive means that you have to accept death occurs, which means I don't fear life, therefore I don't feel death. I don't feel or fear death. Like it must be the same thing. because I've gone to sleep before. I have found myself in so many different places in the dream world that are as real as this, that I know without question. I have no uncertainty. I'm more sure that if this lights go off in this realm, and I move on and I'm dead or whatever you'd call it, I'm more sure that I exist somewhere else, which will probably be beautiful and wonderful. I'm more sure that I end up there than I am that right now exists. Like right now this is a figment of my imagination. That shit is more real. I've had dreams, I've had out of body experiences and astral realm travel that like right now I'm fucking looking at this phone. I've looked at a book and read emails on a phone in a dream before. And people say you can't read a book in a dream. Yes, you can. I can. You don't quite get it. Like it's like this. The brightness of the things around you only becomes more. I promise you. When you get to that realm, I'm looking at this little bookshelf here, and it's a beautiful blue color. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's kind of like that color right there. It's like a turquoise blue, right? But in a dream, I can see that, and it vibrates. I'm not saying this to. I'm not trying to impress you, motherfuckers. I had no business impressing you. I give two shits what you think. But it glows. And when I hear something, it echoes. When I taste something, the best thing you ever ate is insignificant to the things that you consume. And you're like, you don't even need to eat. You don't even need to smell. You don't even need to taste. You don't need to do that. But when you do, because I can hear, see, touch, taste, smell, the whole fucking spectrum there. I just stay here to try to help. And the worst, I'll tell you the worst thing about being here, for me, if you'd like to know. Would you like to know the worst thing for me? Is that I already know how to heal myself quickly. That this body is, I look better than you. I can heal my body very quickly. I'm like, who's that guy that Wolverine? He was made in a laboratory. I might have been too. Who knows? But like, it's so I don't want to hurt myself. I don't hurt myself. I mean, I have, obviously. Everybody, we eat wrong food. We get in wrong relationships, and we fuck with them. We watch TV that we shouldn't watch, and we have bad dreams, whatever. But like, it's easier to be healthy than it is to be fucking broken. And I know how to heal myself, so I could infinitely survive in this realm. I'm certain of it. Unless somebody chops my fucking head off and stomps on my, entire body and puts me into a blender, like, I'm good. But what I'm saying is, in the other realm, it's this. If you've ever done dimethyltryptamine, if you've ever done mushrooms, LSD, if you've ever done substances that heighten your senses to a degree that you can see the world vibrate, that instead of saying womp, 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 you can see it go wah, 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 wah. It's like, wow. That's what the afterlife is. That's what your spirit is, because right now you're contained in this physical body that collapses time down to a certain modulation, right? So on, off, on, off, on, off. Bright lights, no lights. Bright lights, no lights. But when you go there, what your spirit is from, you can see all the shit. You can't be fearful of death. Once, like, hurt, and harm hurts. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it doesn't feel good. But death, come on, death is inevitable. But when you're dead, you realize it's just another form of living. I'm serious. I don't really know how. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not telling anybody to kill themselves, because this world is really beautiful. But really, you think that you just fucking wake up and there's nothing left? Just go, oh, death, it's occurred. No, it's a higher vibration. Wait, you're just in a sensitivity now because what's going on uh isn't cool and doesn't resonate with your integrity. Hey, Spirit Boat, I just gave you my email. I just gave my email like 3 times. Try it again. Try it again. Anybody want to rewind it for Spirit Boat? What's funny is you already know my email and my IG. Zen.atman. That's my, you can contact me there. And my email is Theo, Theo, means God, Luminous, Luminous, like Theo Luminous. There you go. I'm scrolling through everybody's comment here. Give me a second here. What up, Skull? What are you doing? Yeah. You remember me in dodecahedron? A 10-sided star? What's up, Colin? What are you doing? Colin, let me start with the beginning. You said you don't think people are afraid of death. Oh, they certainly are. I'll explain it very simply. Walk up to somebody with a gun or an axe and just say, "I'm going to kill you right now." And you know what they won't do? They won't just say, "Yeah, do that." You know what you're not afraid of? If a chick let me explain something to you. I'm not going to go through the rest of it, but just to get the first part enlivened so you can comprehend reality. If a chick walked up to you and said, "Hey, I want to suck your cock," you wouldn't be scared of the pleasure of having extracted semen out of you and you enjoyed it because it's energetic something. However, because you don't know what death is or feels like, you would immediately go, I don't know if a chick walks up to you and is like, "Hey, I'm gonna kill you right now," you're not gonna allow it. Perfect example. You cannot say that you would take death over an orgasm, despite the fact that if you knew what death was, it's an orgasm uh, multiplied by an orgasm. But that's neither here nor there. Doesn't matter that I know that. Doesn't matter that I can explain it. It's irrelevant. Right now, if I offered you on one hand the most beautiful woman you've ever seen to fucking suck your cock until you you can fuck her and blow loads in her and toes curling and all that shit. That, or she'll stab you fucking in the neck and kill you. Which you gonna pick? I guarantee you it's not gonna be death because you can't say that. Because you don't know. Spirit, yeah, yes, on me. That's right. That's correct. That's correct. Yes, that's my account. I just didn't change the name because everybody just knew it was me, and it's just I gotta pay bills, and it's a friend of mine that I'm either gonna give them money from one of the other accounts or they just put it in there. It works the same way. Oh, hey, give me a second so I can plug my phone in so I don't lose all the battery charge. Guys, stay here. You goofballs. Uh-oh. So, hey, does anybody here? You know what's funny? Can I tell you what's funny to me? Do you guys want to know? You guys want to know what's funny to me? Oh shit. Ah. And I like it. I like it too because I like funny for a lot of reasons, and I like different kinds of funny. Do you guys want to hear funny? So I have not had any relations with females in a very long time. Not because I'm obviously an incredibly attractive human, but um, oh hey Spirit Ball, I'm reading it right now. Yes, yes. I remind you of your father. uh, okay, so I just read that. Uh, so I haven't had any relations with chicks recently, and then what happens? Like, l- quite honestly, I've only had one relationship in the past year and a half since COVID bullshit, right? Just because there's nothing to do. There's no I can't just go out to a bar and be like, "Hey, you want to go do some fun stuff?" It's like because the bars were closed and everybody's like, "I got a mask on," and blah blah blah, whatever. And recently, I was like, "Oh, I definitely need to get laid. Like, I just need that." And so, odd enough, I met a chick that, funny enough, had a friend that also they both liked me. I was like, whoa, cool. And I ended up messing around with the one, and the other one, I don't know how to explain the story. Uh, it's just been very funny to go from hold on. To go from nothing, it's like when you want nothing, and I just want nothing to do with anyone, and then as soon as I imagined it, I was like, all of a sudden it's just like it pours on, like it was like I was like, holy shit, now I have to deal with like all of this extra stuff. I'm like, you go from I no phone numbers to like I'm just texting like 50 people, and there's this over here, like from like, oh man, did I start to suck at life? Am I no good at reality? Am I? Am I? Did I just somehow become not good looking? Yeah. Oh, but and it's funny. So it's been like an hour in here. Hopefully, she does not watch this because she asked me for my channel, and I don't. I just don't want to give it to her, even though she'll find it. Only because I say weird things. Like even though she knows I say weird things to her, I like she's look at. I'm just gonna say it because she is. Uh oh. She's super cute. But she has a boyfriend, which is fucked up, and I know her boyfriend. Ah, and so I'm caught here in a conundrum right now. Anybody want to help me with this? What do you do when you know someone's polyamorous and has a boyfriend that you know, and I'm not really interested in. I don't like dudes. Like I love dudes. Like love them like humans. Great, you're a guy and you're good looking, but I'm not trying to have relations, but like I'm definitely trying to smash his girlfriend. But at the same time, her girlfriend likes me more. I don't. It's so weird. Hmm. It's what I'm dealing with right now. I don't know. I would rather express it to everybody here. It's just what I'm going through. Hey, Spirit Bear. What do you mean? Literally, no thanks. What are you talking about? Hello, Melissa. Melissa? What the fuck have you been doing? I've been trying to talk to you for so many days, and every time I text you or call you, you don't answer, and then you email me back or whatever, and I'm just like, what the hell's going on here? Are you chilling? Well, I mean, holler at me after this if you want. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in this world anymore. It's a whole crazy shit show at this point. I, I have no idea what's left to do with this crazy mixed up world. Oh, hey, Spirit Boat, I didn't. Sorry. Okay, give me a second. Oh yeah, chicks dropping at my feet. Yeah, yeah, actually, yes. And it's funny because we did actually talk about sucking toes. And I didn't. I was like, look, it you could drink my piss, and like I'm okay with toe sucking, but like, hey Yadaku, what you say? Women are like buses. Skull. Women are like buses. This is the correct answer. Oh, Sparrow, thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you guys can donate, it's great. Because I mean, as much as you guys don't understand about me, or hopefully some of you do. If in a month I make a couple of $1,000, if I did, which I don't. I mean, a couple months I might have, but a lot of that money goes to people that are in the streets. Like I buy people gifts, and I hand them things. Like I could go to the store and get shit for people. Uh, yeah, so it's not whatever you offer me isn't just for me. It's not like I'm like I'm just gonna go fucking eat a prime rib and a bottle of 1884 Scotch whiskey. You know what I mean? Like that's not my style. I just enough for myself and make sure everybody else is taken care of. I'm scrolling through comments here. I have you guys are talking. I can't tell what the comments are for. So, how do you deal with depression? Depressed people? Wow, Yadaku, that's very funny. I was talking to someone literally fucking 4 hours ago this afternoon about depression. I'll get into that in a second. You said, hey, Spirit Boy, you want to see? You said I am heart. Come on, don't fuck with me. What the fuck do you think that is? A green heart right there. Nobody makes me think like anything. I'm just responding to an idea that happens. It happens now and then. How do you deal with depressed people? Yeah, depressed people. So to understand how to deal with depressed people is to understand what anxiety is. This is I'm just repeating the conversation I had with somebody. And depression is to pull energy out of the body and to stagnate something. And anxiety tends to be more energetic vibration. They both can be used perfectly. Like if you knew how to work with anxiety, it wouldn't be called anxiety. It'd be called I don't know what the word would be, but you would use the energy differently, right? Anxiety is a lot of energy. Because I have so much energy mentally, so you have a mental anxiety and you have physical anxiety. You know, people that just shake or like tap their leg, but then you have people that are keeping it in their mind and their mind is all over the place, anxious. It's just a lot of vibration, right? And then you have people that are not anxious but more depressed, and they just look like they're always sitting there and going, hmm. And in the same way of anxiety, depression, what you can do with is you can just go, eh, I could just sit here when I'm depressed and go. And during anxiety, if you can balance it, you can go, eh. It's a more difficult thing. So people with anxiety, they tend to need um, this, like what would you call it? It's like because there's how you like to look at it. It's like y- if your brain and your body are always exaggeratory people. I like to use, so if you looked it up, you could look it up and find a simple process and a simple answer. But when it's simple, I like to make it a little more complex, and when something's very complex, I like to make it simple. But if you were to be anxious about something, the best way to deal with that would be to just mutilate, just destroy whatever you think the idea is. Like what it? Well, I mean, here's the correct question of why is the person anxious? Because someone says I'm anxious. Okay, I get it. I can see you fumbling around in your brain is, and I can see it. I can sense it. I can taste it. I can smell it. I can see it. I can hear it. But why? Why do these people become anxious? There's a reason. There's a reason they're perturbed. Huh? And there's a reason that people are very depressed. People are depressed because shit sucks. People are anxious because people tend to cause them that they do the things that insist. They're incessant. They're incessant anxiety providing freaks. Watch the TV. Here, I'll show you. Watch the TV I make do this proof for yourself. Watch the TV 2 days straight. Just watch the TV. Tell me you're not anxiety driven for 2 days. Turn that motherfucker off. See what happens. You ain't gonna be anxious anymore. It's pretty obvious. Because the media, the personality, the energy is all towards. It's called in the marketing world. It's called fear and consumption. Fear and consumption. So if I make you scared of something, I can make you consume the solution. And I say, here's a fear, here's a terror, here's an anxiety, and your anxiety is something will hurt you, and if I tell you that, but I let someone else do that, let them do that, and then I walk over here and go, hey, how you doing? Hey, I could fix that anxiety for you. Like, did somebody hurt you? Are you scared? Are you fearful? Here, I have a pill for you. I have an idea. I have a something. For $10, I'll just See, it's called fear and consumption. So everyone is consuming what they believe they need to access just comfort. So either to alleviate the demons of anxiety or the demons of depression, they're going to find it. And it's always mixed into the blender. They go, fear. Fear is anxiousness. Who doesn't fear anxiousness? I don't like being anxious. I never had it too much, but I'm not depressed too much, but I know depression a little better than anger and anxiety. But like, could you imagine anybody saying anger and depression? What do you do? There's got to be a solution oriented to the idea of like it's prime and principle. It is the poison, the panacea. The panacea is always built in. If you give me a mathematical problem, because you gave it to me, I can solve it. So I have the solution. So therefore, the solution is bound to the problem. Unless you're a fucking retard and an idiot that says, "What's 2 and 6 is 10?" and then you want me to explain that. Then you know how to do it. I'll kick you in your fucking cunt. Right? Because those people just suck. But if you just say, here's problem, reaction, solution, you can understand how it works. Here's your anxiety, here's your depression, and here's how to fix it. Oh, let me scroll this over here. Here's my stupid head. Hi guys, what are you doing? Hold on. What are we doing over here? I'm scrolling through here. I'm trying to see what the Spirit Bow. Hey Spirit Bow, if you gave me some dollars, thank you. What's up, John Scarborough? Spirit Bow, you talk like me. There's not a lot of people who talk like me. There's really not. No. I mean, if you think you talk like me, start your channel. Let's go. Let's go. I'm the wildest motherfucker. Like I'm the wildest motherfucker in the jungle. I'm George of the Jungle. They call me Zen of the Jungle. Hmm. Oh. Oh. Hmm. So what do you guys think? Do you guys want to come back and like can you give me like 30 minutes? Let me take a piss and a shit and make some snacks. Then I'll come back and talk to you guys. Would that be okay? Would you like to join me? And I'll remind you, thumbs up are great and a dollar or two is even better. I don't ever want to have to make this channel like that thing where you have to like buy it before you get the information. I like to just do it this way and just donate or whatever. So if you want to, you can find it beneath. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah. Let me do that. I'll see you all. And hello, Spirit Bo. Holler at me in like 30 minutes or so. Yeah, I think like yeah. I'm gonna go grab a snack, take a dump, and we'll hang out again. It's beautiful to see everyone. And as always, I remind you, the most important things in the world are to first love yourself. Secondly, take care of other people, unless of course you need to be taking care of yourself. So take care of yourself, and just do you, because you are you, and no one else can ever be you. And it's very important that you exist, because without you, the world would become a less beautiful and hospitable place. And always talk that dumb shit. Tell these motherfuckers what's going on. Let's go. I'll talk to y'all soon.